Yeah, so this one's actually going to be B.Reith versus B.o.B, part 1, round 1. Now, these are very eclectic songs that I've been wanting to compare for a while. They may not be dead on incongruency, but I hope you get a nice flair out of this one. Alright, let's start with our Kingdom representative for this round, which is Mr. B.Reith, who's a legend in the making in my book. Track called Next Move, let's get it.
They staring at me asking what's he gonna do next. Don't know my next move, but it's gonna move next. I feel the heat like I'm staring into two texts. Stretch under pressure, you can call me two texts. Ain't catch that? By my t-shirt, it's the crew neck. Sorry to be so literal, but they just don't get it no more. That's why the down hip hop ain't got no minerals. I lumberjack boy, chop it like a Seminole. The be original, I flow phenomenal. Spit from the bottom of me abdominal. Half comical, but I ain't playing these games. They might pronounce it wrong, but at least they saying my name. I'm not aiming for fame, I'm just aiming to please a couple million people who ain't got no patience for these non-talent having singers slash MCs. Do us all a favor, put that mic down please. We wasted our money buying your EP. Now you got me wasting bars, I just do away 3. I do away 3, I do away 3. You got me wasting bars, I just do away 3. Well, the show must go on though. I don't know what I am supposed to do now that the spotlight is on me. There's a room for the people and they're staring at me. Oh, they've been waiting on the sequel, but I don't really know my next move yet. Yeah, they sleeping on me like a mattress, trying to box me in like Chicago traffic. I told you before, I ain't having it. Backflip my way out, call me your acrobat. Acronyms, accolades, whatever, y'all can have them back. Awards and number games, they don't fit my habitat. They just agitate, bring my old habits back. Trying to be #1 leader of the fanny pack. Now this is me and I ain't apologizing. I ain't playing foul, the leader for advertisements. My next move could be very jeopardizing. I put it all on the line like the horizon. And these fears could be very paralyzing, but I won't let them take my eyes off the prizing. Even if I crash and burn, I'll wake up tomorrow with the lesson learned. Well, the show must go on though. I don't know what I am supposed to do now that the spotlight is on me. There's a room for the people and they're staring at me. Oh, they've been waiting on the sequel, but I don't really know my next move yet. They ask me where I'm going, I say I won't know until I get there. Oh, until I get there. They said you better figure it out. I said I won't know until I get there. Oh, until I get there. Nah, I don't think they understand me. I understand, see, cause most of the time I don't even understand me. It doesn't make sense, and for that reason it's hard to make dollars. And that's why I went through 5 years of college at 3 different schools. See, I never knew my next move, but looking back I can see my steps were ordered. I know the author wrote a good end of my story. The show must go on though. I don't know what I am supposed to do now that the spotlight is on me. There's a room for the people and they're staring at me. Oh, they've been waiting on the sequel, but I don't really know my next move yet.
Next Move by B.Reith. I'm sure me and Chuma can really relate to the lyrics of that song. And that's gonna go up against Hourglass by B.o.B, one of my all-time favorites.
My baby's got an hourglass. Wanna know what time it is. Turn it over like an hourglass. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Work it, baby, ooh. Stop it when you drop it. Watch you while you ticking, talking, when you walking.
Put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on. Put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Put it on me like sand through an hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Type of girl you try to make her your wife. Got a trophy. I don't play for the league, but she can get that recreational D. Okay, go on, put your hourglass on my three-legged stand. Right. Pussy singing like Tina Black when shippers got that advance. I beat it up like Boogie Nights. Come on.
Girls, give me that sweet sensation.
Come on.
Ain't that wrong with this hourglass? Wanna know
Turn it over, okay.
Work it, baby. Stop stopping when you drop it. Ticking, talking, when you clocking.
Put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Put it on me, girl.
Put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Put it on, take it off, lay it down, baby. Tablecloth. Cheers to the good night, make a toast. You be doing everything but the most, ayy. Put my hands on the hourglass, gripping ass, rolling weed, call it multitask. Niggas multi-ass, like, what's your number, like? You look good, like, what you doing later, like? Can I come through and spend some time, oh?
Girl, don't you give me that sweet sensation.
Like,
Ain't nothing wrong with a little temptation. Wanna know what's turn it over like it now. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Work it, baby. Stopping when you drop it. Ticking, talking, when you clock it.
Put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on. Put it on, put it on me, girl. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Girl, don't you give me that sweet sensation. Ooh, ooh. Ain't nothing wrong with a little temptation. Baby. You know what time it is. Ooh, ooh. Baby. Ooh, ooh.
The reason why I mash up those two songs is because I feel like, almost like what happened with Take Care with Drake and Rihanna, I felt like those two songs were a melting pot of genres. B.Reith's, you got pop, you got rock, you got funk, you got hip hop, you even got some bars in there, constant flowing groove, and it was really hard to get out of. While Hourglass, you got a bit of African, funk, soul, hip hop, and the guitar work is amazing, the background vocals were great. They're both really, really eclectic hip hop songs and super creative. Very hard to get out of the groove. The bass line work, actual bass guitar, not just trap bass, was really great. I don't know, but there's something, I mean, only by the slightest tinge. I don't know if it's a little bit more diversity or a little bit more groove, but Hourglass gets me every time. Maybe it's my biasness towards the African flair. As a side note, that album, Psychedelic Thoughts by B.o.B, which came out in 2015, that album in my book, had he chose like more conscience lyrics, I think that, in my opinion, was a big oversight for the Grammys. Like, if you were to listen to that entire album from a production standpoint, that is one of the most overlooked, underrated recent hip-hop albums, but only because he chose to only talk about creative lyrics about drugs and booty. It didn't really he could have been a little more socially conscious, but at the same time, in my opinion, he describes those undermining subjects more cleverly than most, but still, it's not worthy stuff to talk about for an entire record. If you want a more socially conscious B.o.B, go back to his Adventures of Bobby Ray and Strange Clouds record. But as far as this one goes, the groove he found with Hourglass, very rare have I heard that in a hip-hop record. It was like that, he almost like created a new genre with just that one song. And no disrespect to B.Reith. B.Reith, in my opinion, is one of the best singers / rappers who actually can sing, because Drake is the only one who's deemed passable in my book. Like, all these rappers who think they can sing because Drake can sing now is unacceptable. Like, in my book, I don't even know how Fetty Wap thinks he could come up with a creative singing melody, or I'm not trying to judge anybody, I'm just saying the standards for singing in hip-hop have really lowered compared to what they used to be. Anyhow, B.o.B and B.Reith, they could both sing. B.Reith, I would say, a lot better of a singer, but in this round, B.o.B takes it. What about you, Chuma?
Man, I gotta tell you, this one was really tough. Piggybacking off what you said, definitely the groove on Hourglass is just phenomenal. Like you said, you don't want it to end. You can just like float on a cloud. It's just props to whoever recorded the guitar, man. Like he deserves that. That was an A1 groove. Lyrically, the song isn't too special, but I don't think it's intended to be like something heavy. It's just a simple song, a fun song. I like the vocal effects in the background. And another thing I like about Hourglass, there was a lot of variation, like slight variations. Sometimes he might take out the drums, let the bass breathe a little bit, bring the guitar in, bring the drums back in. Each chorus was slightly different from the previous chorus. Everything was slight. I really enjoyed the changes in Hourglass. But on B.Reith's song, The Next Move, I love how it kicks off. Like it kicks off with a bang. She starts spitting bars, which I wasn't expecting. That's my first time hearing that song, and I was like, wow. Lyrically, you can tell it came from a raw place. Musically, everything was on point. But on the B.Reith song, towards the middle, he was losing me a little bit. But it picked up. It picked up towards the end. So all in all, I would say I agree with you. I have to give it to Hourglass.
Now, if we're talking lyrically alone, I would say B.Reith took this one. But if we're talking a whole package, it's got to go to B.o.B.
Yeah, that groove was just phenomenal.
Now, had it been like a Reach Records song, or like B.o.B, if he were a little more intelligent about what he wanted to talk about, which I know he is, in my opinion, he should have just stuck with time as a subject matter, but instead of Hourglass becoming booty and cocaine again. But outside of that, mad props to B.o.B. He definitely got a well-deserved win on this one. 2 songs by another gospel legend from South Africa, Yvonne Chaka Chaka. First one is Nyatela Madimoni, followed by Ngiavuma Nkosiyami. Enjoy. Are you enjoying my African Zulu pronunciation, by the way?
Sizowanyathela madimoni ngegama likaJesu. Sizowanyathela madimoni ngegama likaJesu. Nyathela, 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 aw nyathela, 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 aw nyathela, 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 aw nyathela, mama